Well, I think it's come as a great surprise to most people, the election of an American Pope. I think many of the names have already been mentioned. His name wasn't being mentioned, but I think that's a wonderful sign of what happens in the Sistine Chapel, and it's the fruit of prayer, of the cardinals coming together. The cardinals themselves, they know one another, and they've had this opportunity over the past few weeks since the death of our dearly late beloved Pope Francis, and they got to know one another. So the new Pope, it's a truly remarkable appointment, and obviously great excitement when we all saw the smoke go up first, and we were waited then for about an hour to know who it would be, and so it was for me personally, it was a surprise. I was not expecting him, but I think conclaves sometimes they give great surprises. 12 years ago, Pope Francis was a surprise to many people, and I think also the election seems to have happened, or even a ballot sooner, from what we can kind of gather. You know, that the announcement was that little bit earlier than it was with Pope Francis. So despite the speculation on some parts that it might take longer, in fact, it's in the usual area of elections that have been going back to 1978. Most elections have taken place on the second or even the third day. So the last 3 papal elections now have all happened on the second day of the conclave. So we're delighted. I think Catholics are rejoicing throughout the world. We have our Holy Father. We have felt bereft and like orphans that our spiritual father, Pope Francis, had passed away on Easter Monday. But now we have a cause for rejoicing that the cardinals have chosen a new Pope, a new Holy Father, and he will. We all have to get to know him, and so I think probably your colleagues in newsrooms throughout the world, they are scrambling to find out who he is and what he is. I'm afraid I can't tell you too much because I hardly know. I don't know him myself. I've never met him. He only moved to Rome less than 2 years ago when Pope Francis appointed him to be the prefect of the dicastery for bishops in the Curia in Rome, which is the department that's responsible for the appointment of bishops. One of the departments responsible for bishops. There's another department is the dicastery of evangelization, which is responsible for appointments of bishops in Africa and Asia and parts of South America. But he is responsible for appointing bishops in the other parts of the world. So it's an interesting. He was relatively newcomer in Rome. He was only became a cardinal in September of 2023. So it's a short time, not the shortest time in history. There have been cases where some cardinals have been a very short time, but in recent times it's a very short period as cardinal.